What up, cappers, gamblers, punters? It is Thursday, April 26th. Feels like a good day to make a little cash. Something I did not do so far this morning, going 1 for 2 in my early action. As you can see, the legend Pete Loshak is not with us. If you saw the morning show, he was not in good health. The prune juice, lean, and Courvoisier that he drinks has not been sitting well. And so he's resting. He's at home resting. But we're ready to cap. We're ready to get this cash. And we don't have a ton of games to go over. We do have the draft starting very soon, the NFL draft, which is very exciting. But we're able to go a little bit off book today. We're able to talk about some different things. Do some, get off book. Be outside the box. We're going to try to keep the Bill Cosby in jail storyline to a minimum, although I'm happy that he will spend the rest of his life behind bars. Now, let's get to the action. We got Dennis Garcia in the house. Goose, straight out of the homeless shelter, ready to cap. Parlay Poppy, big asset to the team. We got DB, Dennis Garcia, JK, Mr. Gokster. And Mr. Gokster says he's glad that Pete is getting some rest. Yes, my man Rich Banks in the house. Dan Lagnies liking the Celtics over. That's going to be a very important game for us to break down. And Sean Robertson, Zigzag Man, Eric Griffo, Joe W, Carlos Smith, Joey D, Robert Bertone, Alan Action. We're ready, man. My man Barkham Man, G11. We're good. We're in good hands. So let's start capping. First off, cash action bets right away, says Seattle Mariners. And Ace Farmer is worried that Pete has pink eye, which is everybody's worry. If one of us isn't here, they believe it had to come from eating ass. Now there's other ways. There's other ways to get sick. It's not just ass eating. But I'll look into it. I'll look into Pete's illness, Ace, and thank you for looking out. My man Jace Gum, Todd Raymond, Gate Pass Key, man, Fuzz Logic, Native Queen, the Oracle is here with Cleveland score first. Well, let's hammer Kevy K, man. Let's hammer this Mariners Indians game right now. I don't have a play on it yet. 47 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to be cold. Wind blowing in softly, really a non-issue. Ooh, we have a new commenter, Beaver Wrinkle. Said if Pete really wanted to be here, he can buy an iron lung cheap in Costa Rica. Nice. Thank you for that info, Beaver Wrinkle, a new commenter, and we're happy to have you. Buy direct sports picks and predictions, giving Marseille free play of the day winner. And Kevy K liking the under in this Cleveland-Seattle. And Brent Brooks, easily one of the sharpest NHL minds we got on the chat, ready to run with us. Vitalis is here, and Salty Dog, Roger T. Roger T already saying tailing the Queen. Roger T is going to tail the Oracle. So the Oracle has Cleveland score first, and Cleveland first 5 money line and game money line, going big on Cleveland, which is kind of interesting. Kevin K saying both bats sleepy, and there's no question about it. It's hard for me. I've had a couple people say that the Indians are the play here, but it's very hard to trust these bats, even against a pitcher in James Paxton who's not pitching very well. The Indians are hitting .209 with a .629 OPS through 220 at bats. Just hard for me to believe. Like, when I see this lineup that the Indians drop each day, I think this is a chance for Paxton to get playing better, man. Get rolling. I feel like this is an opportunity for James Paxton to get his shit together. But let's see what you guys have to say. Predictions guy in the house, Nicholas Newell, is on the Red Sox run line. I'm on that as well. That was a bet I added about 45 minutes ago. And Aldino De La Cool says, I tried to tell you guys about the Cavs last night. I made some good money off that. Respect, Aldino. My man Parlay Poppy says, Indians is my play at -1 at around plus 140. Paxton is off. He is clearly off. Clevenger is coming off a few monster games. Paxton, 4.5 ERA in the last 3 games, although he has 23 Ks. Under first 5 is also great. Under 4 at plus 105 is what my man Parlay Poppy is on. But Robert Bertone's on the other side. Robert Bertone says Mariners score first in the first. Nicholas Newell says Seattle is the play. Judging by the Indians going out to sign Melky Cabrera, you have to think that this is a team that's scuffling offensively, and whether or not Cabrera, I mean, he's a pretty consistent guy, but whether he can really help this offense, I don't know. I mean, this guy could have been picked up by any team in the league. Cleveland outfielders have combined to hit 251 with 3 home runs, 17 RBIs. They've lost Andrew Miller from the bullpen. I just don't feel too confident in this. My man Normal Nation in the house, Nate Dogg 420, says, I like the Blue Jays to touch Sale. Interesting. I mean, he's just pitched so well at the Rogers Center. It's hard for me to believe that. My man Chris Brownlee in the house says, shout out to my man Jimmy. All the best, Pete. Get well soon. Shout out from the 6. Finally, nice weather. Drinking a tall boy this afternoon. Respect Chris Brownlee. Respect all of our cappers from the 6. Kevin K says, love Red Sox run line. Maybe we should move on to that play. Says Estrada gets touched by righties, torched by righties. 50% fly ball rate. Taking Sox team total over as well. Very interesting. And Brian Watson saying, wow, Yankees, man, they cannot hit until the 9th inning and still win baseball games. They are a very good team. Ace Farmer coming in saying, Estrada numbers good against the lineup Sox have in today. Run line scares me, just laying the minus 198. Interesting. Let's break that game down now. I'm staying off this Mariners-Indians. I don't feel like I have an angle I can really make cash off that. And Chris Garza doesn't like the that tribe bet. Let's take a quick look. Is that game is starting in about what? That game is starting very soon, in about 2 minutes. So I'm staying off that. And let's move on. Oh, and Flipper13, a little shout out, says he hasn't phoned in sick since 2002. Well, respect, Flipper13. Respect. Buy direct sports picks and predictions like the over in the Caps game, Caps Pens. I'm very looking forward to messing with that. Let's move on to that Red Sox game right now. We can get to the Orioles game. I did take the run line. I did make a move with it. I guess after breaking down how dominant Chris Sale has been in Toronto was what made me make the move. Chris Garza says Jimmy Tribe can't hit lefties. We know that. So just a couple last notes on that. Dan Lagnese says over on the Tribe game, and Kevin K really thinking Estrada's going to get touched. Buzz Logic on the Seattle Mariners first 5 innings minus 107 in the Indians game, and Jay Junis K over his low hanging fruit prop bet with Jacob Junis strikeouts, and we know that Abreu's not going to be in the lineup, so that's a really interesting play, Medicine H20. I like it. I like it. But let's break down this Red Sox game a little bit, and I'll try to keep an eye on the chat because we know how important this chat is to all of us making money. First off, Boston's won 9 of its past 11 games at the Rogers Center. Sales a 1.86 ERA, 0.97 whip through 29 innings, 41 Ks, 6 walks. Very impressive. And you want more impressive? Sales 4-1 with a 0.96 ERA in 7 career games, 6 starts at the Rogers Center. 6-3 with a 2.03 ERA in 12 career games against the Jays. And last season, he was incredible against the Jays. 2-1 with a 1.67 ERA in 4 starts against them. CC Fitness says we need a few of those Jimmy the Bag MLB parlays. I made some nice cash selling some of those last season. I wouldn't mind getting back into parlays. My man Nostratoda and Twatty Latte have been hitting parlays very hard and been very successful with them. And I would like to get back into that as well. So thank you for that shout out, CC Fitness. Ace Farmer coming in with more stats says the batter versus pitcher stats with Sale versus Jays lineup today and Estrada versus Sox lineup today. Estrada WOBA actually lower, but he's still on the Sox minus 198. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Nas Lee is now on Pittsburgh and Vegas. And Dan, my man Dan says Sale is the best pitcher in the major leagues. Go with the Sox minus 1.5. Also the second best lineup in the league. Interesting. And then also CC Fitness, you looking for parlays? Parlay Poppy kills him as well. And he says, your boy, the king of parlays over here. I like it. Medicine H20 with the prop bet in basketball. And I would like to see if we can focus from sport to sport. But Parlay Poppy, Medicine H20, loving the prop bet. The Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, over 27.5 points is his best bet of the night. Nosley says, Jimmy, you need to take Pittsburgh and Vegas today. I'm really looking forward to hammer that game out. And Zach Kenkel coming in saying been cashing 4K parlays like nothing else. That sounds real good. That sounds real good to me. Well, let's just break Estrada down a little bit before we decide that exactly what we want to do. Although I have made my bet on the Red Sox -1.5. Estrada has not looked very good this year. 5.32 ERA. Does have a 1.36 WHIP, which isn't bad. 18 Ks, 8 walks through 22 innings. He's always pitched pretty good against the Red Sox. 3.97 career ERA, 14 games. Was 0-1 with a 4.12 ERA and 4 starts against them last year. We know the Red Sox are hitting hard. 271, 796 OPS. And the Jays are not hitting lefties hard. 228, 663 OPS. I'm comfortable with the spot, man. I'm comfortable with the Red Sox -1.5. And that's gonna be my action. So Kelvin saying hello from the Netherlands. Man, that is another country I would love to go to, and I know Pete would love to live in. I like it. Twatty Latte says Pens draft basketball. What the fuck, man? And Jace comes in. I think that Red Sox game goes over. Now it's a lot to do here, trying to break down these games and handling the chat. So my man Larry, my man. When you see something nice in the chat that you think I'm missing, man, flail like Juan Ma. Okay, flail like Juan Ma and get my attention. I could really lose your help, pal. Okay, we got Larry producing this show on the ones and twos behind the computer screens, and he's gonna help out for sure. And Rich Banks saying what it is to Kelvin in the Netherlands. Let's get this cash. Okay, so next game, I already made a play on. Oh, and Twatty Latte coming in with the Red Sox under. I've already seen more people on the over than the under at this point, but Twatty Latte, man, incredible with totals, liking the under. And Zach Kenkel talking about any NFL draft props. We watched the line on Baker Mayfield go crazy today. When we got here at work, -180. Halfway through the show, -210. I heard it's -500 right now. Sean Roberts says, where is Wama? Wama's not well. There is a sickness passing through the SBR studios that say what? Pink eye? Oh, wow. Larry saying that Juan's out with pink eye as well. Just an ass-eating disease just firing through this whole office. You know, I mean, we like to eat ass. What's wrong with that? Eric Ruffo says, can we ever see Larry or the team behind the show? Larry, can you make a quick appearance here for the folks, for the cappers at home? Want to get a good look at Larry. Get a good look at Larry. There's Larry. There we are. There we are. Respect, Larry. And please, anytime you see some comments, please join the show. Magzia, my man Magzia says Red Sox -1.5. The best bet you like tonight, Jimmy? No, I don't think it's the best bet that I like, but I do like it. I think that run lines are a little trickier, you know, without the empty net goals that we were hammering all year in NHL. And but let's take some time and break this down, and we'll figure it out. Todd Raymond says big poop, pink eye, ass eating disease at SBR. Get some hand sanitizers, thank you. Oh, and Goose already cheering for Larry. Goose, and so same as my man Elio Rodriguez also cheering for Larry. Salty Dog saying, oh man, Larry. Oh man, Native Queen giving you love. Now, see, Larry?
See, that's what I needed.
That's what you needed. Jarvis Wilson says Larry looks like a hardcore stoner.
I am.
And he is. And he is. We don't all have pink eye. We also smoke weed. Whole office. All right, let's run through some action here. Dan saying best bet is Royals game under. I thought that too for a while, but can you trust Giolito is the big question, and we will get to that. Whoa, getting a little bit of hate. Predictions guy says, haha, Larry, did they pick you up at the homeless shelter? So it's not all love. It's not all love, but a lot of love.
This guy Ramos says he hates me.
Oh no, Ramos, what the fuck, man? No.
It's okay.
We're trying to boost Larry's confidence here, Rem. Oh, man. We're trying to boost Rem, my man. Jesus. Alan Action says Royal is the play of the night in MLB. Got them at -146 overnight. They're now -169. I am on the Royals, -1.5. We will get to that game. Nice to see Abreu sicking out of the lineup for anyone backing the Royals right now. Okay, Larry getting a lot of action, a lot of love. Joe D saying doing dabs here. That's my guy, Joe D. Get them in ya. Get them in ya. Parlay Poppy says, bootleg weed in Costa Rica. Come to my LA hood, and I will treat you, Jim Bag. Yes, you will, Parlay Poppy, and I look forward to making that happen. All right, let's... people will hate on anyone, says Seriously. I feel that, man. My God, Larry's man, he's beloved here in the office, and I'm very thankful. Elio Rodriguez says, Larry, give us a winner. So, Larry, you have 44 minutes at most to come up with a winner for the for our chat. 44 minutes, so get your work done. Sorry?
Does it have to be a winner?
Yes. Yes. Oh, no. So Elio, my man Elio, Larry is going to give us a winner. King Rail says, Pete lives in the treehouse, Larry lives in the cave. Lamont Williams, my man Lamont Williams says, good afternoon, Jim the Bag. I got Pauly Baltimore Ravens. Milwaukee, Chicago White Sox, under. Boston Red Sox, Milwaukee, NBA, Milwaukee and Vegas. Oh, let's go. Give me luck. So let me go over that again so I got this down. So he's got Milwaukee and Chicago White Sox. And then on the under, then Boston Red Sox, Milwaukee. And then the Bucks and Vegas. I like that, man. Joe D's excited about Larry's pick of the day. Native Queen likes Baltimore first 5 total over.
That was my pick.
No, man. You got to get in first, man. You got to get in first. Okay, so let's break this game down. So already the Oracle Native Queen is fading Chris Archer, which has been a great thing to do today. This season. Game time temp 67 Fahrenheit. Wind blowing out softly, 6 miles an hour. Really, wind's going to play nothing in this game. It dies down to 2 miles per hour. Archer has a 6.59 ERA, 1.46 WHIP. Curious what you guys think of him moving forward. We might start actually getting value on Archer for the first time in a long time because he's pitching poorly. 29 Ks and 27 and a third, but he's getting hit hard. He's completed at least 6 innings only 3 times in his last 11 starts dating to the last season. One of those starts was his last start, though. Went 6 2/3, gave up 2 runs, 4 hits, walking, and no decision. Bad ERA against the Baltimore Orioles in his career, 4.81. Bundy, though, is the ace. 1.42 ERA, 1.11 WHIP, 40 Ks, 31 2/3. The ace of the Orioles staff. And the Orioles just aren't hitting. So that's the only concern. The Rays are hitting much more than we expected. 257, 716 OPS. That's way higher than I thought they'd be at this point. I mean, the league-leading Red Sox for batting average is just 271, so they're right there. Orioles are hitting 213 with a 637 OPS. Crush Davis is doing nothing. Nothing for that team. They're in trouble. They're an aging team getting worse. And they've already started the year 6-18 and just 3-8 at home. So let's see what you guys have to say. Grabica Mex says Larry's on trial. Let's see them winners. Larry, you have 41 minutes to come up with a winner. Kevy K says, I want to bet the Orioles so bad, but am I getting in the way of these Tampa Bay bats? Can you believe we're saying that, Kevy K? I can't believe we're saying that, getting in the way of Tampa Bay bats. It's unbelievable to think that lineup is doing damage. I got in the way of it. I took him at minus 116 this morning on the morning show, and let's see what I could get from them now. The line is moved in my favor. Money coming in on the Orioles. The best I could get is from Pinnacle at minus 121. So that's a 5-cent move in my favor, and I will take it. Mr. Trooper 11 says Orioles money line and the under. Interesting. Let's see what else we got.
Brooks says Archer's gonna get touched like a high school girl in the movies.
Wow, Brent Brooks. We are not allowed to do that, Brent Brooks. If you see a high school girl at the movies, she's there with her friends, and she doesn't want to be touched by you. Patrick Harlan on the Rays over. Predictions guy getting very excited about what you got, Larry. Ivan Chernak likes the over 7.5. And is that still what they're hanging on this game? I thought that was higher. Let's get a quick look at the total here on the Orioles game. 7.5. Wow, that might be a nice play. When does this game go off at? 7:05. Shit, it's going to be tough for me to throw that bet in. Latte making a good point, saying Tampa bats is like 3-card Monty. You just don't know. What he's gonna get. cash action bets. Is he talking about the capper, Mark Lawrence? Because I find that difficult to believe. Mark Lawrence is such a boss, man. Magsy saying, what you like best in MLB tonight? We're almost there. We're almost at the point where we can pick our favorite play. My man Triple Beams in the house. My man Maxwell Smart in the house says the only Bundy I like is Al Bundy. So he's not on Dylan Bundy, but Max is also from the 6. Cares about the Toronto teams very much, and anybody in Toronto doesn't like the Orioles. Seriously says Orioles bats suck sometimes. Serious. And the bullpen sucks too. And I still think this is a play that I'm comfortable with. I'm comfortable fading Archer. I'm comfortable fading the Rays. I think that we're going to, in all honesty, obviously the Orioles bats are silent. But in saying that, I think we can find value. They started 6-18. I think we can find value from them moving forward, especially when their ace is on the mound. Hype Man 1030 coming in with his plays. He's on the Red Sox money line like myself. He's on the Baltimore money line like, oh man, and the Royals run line like myself, and the Brewers money line, which was a play I couldn't pull the trigger on, and I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to get to that game. All right, so let's Twatty Latte questioning why my man Max likes Al Bundy better than Kelly Bundy. That's a good question. Jarvis Wilson saying Bundy used to be an automatic fade. Now he's the ace of the staff. My man Walter Trotter in the house says the White Sox will win today. And Trotter, Walter, that Abreu's sick. Abreu is not in the lineup. Todd Raymond says I play 1 to 3 games a day, and I'm up big time. Good work, Todd. And your totals have been a great help to us all. Okay, let's and Nicholas Newell's on all those plays too. And Native Queen says I was looking at that, but I'll rather take the money line just in case they are tied. And let's see exactly what. Don't know exactly what game she's talking about there. Damn. Okay, fell a little behind. Twatty Latte says lock of the night. He doesn't get drafted. Twatty. It's okay, man. We'll be in Vegas at IFBC before you know it. A couple things I should pitch. Sign up for IFBC. We're picking random winners. We started this week, so I hope people have got their emails from SBR. Check them. And then Hako Schofield saying, "What up, Jimmy? Sign up for IFBC. Also, BetMania is our sponsor. BetMania, you can get to their link at the bottom of the page. Great book. We were talking, my favorite thing that they've got rolling right now is the happy hour in all basketball between 2 and 3 o'clock. Take a half point off any total and any side. And also they have reduced juice. Definitely check out BetMania. We just opened up an account, Pete and I together. So we're going to be making bets and doing challenges with you guys moving forward. Ziggy Ball's in the house. Isan Sofagari's on the first 5 run line with the Boston Red Sox. And Maggie says, Jimmy, are you playing empty net in playoff? I'll take puck lines when it's right, but it's a little tricky now with my NHL because I've got so many futures out on the Pittsburgh Penguins. So at this point, I'm just going to, there's no need to hedge and there's no need to compound losses at this point. So I might be taking it a little easy moving forward with NHL. Fuzz Logic says, LOL, happy hour. That's great. Yeah, check it out, man. And hit the link at the bottom of the screen. So I'm on, Shaw Robertson, Jimmy, I repeat, my one and only MLB play of the night, a dime on the Orioles over 7.5. It should be hanging at least a run higher with how explosive these Rays bats are right now. Interesting. Alan Action got it. Oh, wow. Alan Action is in. I got a free room for 3 days. I just got to make travel plans. Alan Action is in. That's our first person that we've seen confirmed for IFBC, right? I haven't seen anyone else. Alan Action in IFBC. Fuck yeah, man. I can't wait to hang with you. That's so cool, man. Zach Kenkel says, I have a big future on the Lightning. My future is not as big as I thought it was. I have 400 on them to win the Cup, and I've got to double check what I have to win the conference. For some reason, I have a sneaking suspicion that it's not as much as I have for them to win the Cup, but I'll have to double check that. Walter Charter says, thanks, Jimmy. I didn't know. Thanks for the feedback. I took Junis in my fantasy lineup now. Yes, that is the most recent information is that he is sick. Just because you're making changes, let me just see it one more time just so I know that I'm not setting you up for something here. Jose Abreu flew sitting Thursday versus the Royals in business. Joshua Turner says, damn, Jimmy, you really expect the Pens to win a third Stanley Cup in a row? Hard to do. Yes, all their best players are over 30, and I think this might be their last chance, man. I think this might be their last kick at the can. So, yes, Brent Brooks says, I want to go to IFBC. We want you there, Brent. We want you there.
Sign up.
Yeah, sign up, man. Sign up. Alan Quintana in the house. What up, Bag? Thank you for coming. Parlay Poppy says, I've driven hungover at 5 a.m. from Vegas to LA about the same time, hating my life. Zach Kenkel says, how do we get into IFBC? Okay, let me do a quick link here. This will just take 1 second. I'll give you guys the link right now. Bam. Look at this. I used to be so feeble, and now look what I can do. What the hell does that say? Oh, no, sorry. Edit, paste, boom. Look at that, man. There you go. Sign up for IFBC. It's August 24th to 27th. We got some big name people coming. And, okay, so Todd Raymond is on the Cubs Brewers over 8.5. Walter Trotter, we want you at IFBC. Click that link and hook it up, man. Okay, so we're now at the Brewers Cubs game. Perfect timing. Now, I don't want to leave money on the table in that Rays Orioles over. I don't trust the Rays hitting. I know it's been great, and the Orioles aren't hitting. Man, I think I'm gonna leave that alone at this spot. But dope. Dion Davis. Shout out to Dion Davis. I watch this show while I'm at the Palms. Dion Davis. So if you're in Vegas, I can hook you guys up. Those of you who live in Vegas with day passes. But I need to connect with you guys. I've got a list right now that I'm banging out for all the guys that live in Vegas. So please hook me up with who needs it. Dion Davis, we want you to be at all these. We got all these talks that are going to be great. We're not doing solo talks anymore. We're getting 2, 3, 4 different famous cappers to be doing talks. We're so excited about the really big names we have in the football capping industry coming in. All right, let's get this cash. Dark Kent says Archer going to be an ace tonight. You know what? I'm going to stay off the over. I've got the Orioles on the money line, and I get it. Fuzzlog says I got to ask the wife, but I would love to come alone. Parlay Poppy saying, Jimmy, keep it simple. Baltimore up at first 5 plus 105 is a 2-unit play easy. I respect that, Parlay Poppy. I respect that, but I'm just gonna stick with the Orioles money line. But I think you might be right on that. I do think that Archer's not a guy who's gonna stick around with a 6 ERA. I mean, he's a good pitcher. He's just not. But Isan Sofagari likes it. Man, listen to Parlay Poppy. It's so key to listen to the chat. That's why I will be repeating you guys as much as I possibly can, because it's clearly a huge asset. It's been a huge asset to us making money moving forward. Okay, let's move on to the last. So we have just 2 games left, and then we'll move into NBA and NHL. Brewers at Cubs. I was gonna take the Brewers. Pete talked on the morning show about the great Dave Malinsky's one of his last reports that he would put out on SBR was on Kyle Hendricks and expecting a regression from Kyle Hendricks. And I almost went ahead and took the Brewers. I mean, clearly they've won 8 straight. They've just lost Eric Thames. He's going to miss 2 months with a torn ligament. But they've got a couple guys who can cover first base in the meantime. Chris Bryant remains out of the lineup. And Anthony Rizzo is playing poorly, batting 179, a home run, 7 RBIs, and 56 at-bats. So I was leaning towards, the Brewers can do this. Anderson is pitching. I thought he was going to regress. I thought Anderson was going to regress this year. 3.25 ERA, 1.05 whip says he's not, but in 27 2/3, 6 home runs allowed, which is a ton of jacks allowed. Hendricks, 4.09 ERA, 1.36 whip. And, if you blindly follow Dave Malinsky, you would be a success. He's a very, very sharp capper. And Hendricks has always pitched the Brew Crew strong. Both teams are hitting well. The Cubs are hitting better than the Brewers. Let's see. My man Dan Lagnese says, I'm new to this stream, Jimmy, and I love that you take into account what your chat says. It's an easy way to get easy money in your pocket. Man, I'm telling you, we have the sharpest chat in the game, Dan. And the only sport so far out of the 5 that I've hammered that I was negative units is college basketball. All the other sports I've been positive units, some way positive, and it's not something that I would probably have done alone. It's working with this chat. And Rich Banks saying, "Rip Dave Malinsky, what a wonderful guy, what a great capper, and what a huge loss to our scene." Nice. Walter Trotter says, "Just registered. I will not miss this shit for anything, brother. Can't wait." Okay, Walter, I'm so happy that you signed up, and we know someone who's got in, Alan Action, which is so exciting. Okay, Cubs, Brewers, Mally Mal coming in. Cubs went under, Brewers went under. I'm trending under last games. Dan says, "I can help you with soccer, Jimmy." We got a lot of great cappers on soccer on this chat, and Pete and I don't hit it enough, so we'd love to get all your insights, pal. Soulful Gary says, "Milwaukee smacked the shit out of Anderson," or I guess you mean the Cubs smacked the shit out of Anderson last time. Will it happen again? They didn't smack the shit out of him. He pitched well against the Cubs earlier this month. 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks. They lost the game 3-0, but he didn't get beaten up. But I hear Zach Kenkel said, "Jimmy, the B is a good man. Hope to meet at IFBC." I hope to meet you too, Zach Kenkel. And we want more information on these 4K parlays. Because that sounds real fucking good, man. Parlay Poppy, last 3 games, Hendricks, 5.24 ERA. Brewers can hit, and they will hit. Another parlay play, Brewers over 3.5. Wow. Wow. Let's just take a quick look at the team totals. I got them up here. Yeah, over 3.5. Minus 125. God, I wonder if I'm making a mistake here. Sean Robertson says the Bruins win streak is a total fluke. Miami, Cincinnati, and KC. What a joke. Cubbies at home tonight. Jeremy M is in the house. Says, "What the fuck up, Jimmy in chat? Tonight's going to be an exciting night in sports." It is. Thank you for joining us, Jeremy. We need your insights. I think there's good from both sides here. I see both sides, and I am going to stay away. I am going to stay away from that game. And oh, nice. Joe D just registered. Man, I'd love to run with Joe D for a bit, man. The guy parties right. Parties proper. 2 for the money says draft locks. First round over 5.5 QBs. Wow. And first round offense over defense. 2 for the money. Nice. My man Alan Quintana says, "Hey, Jimmy, what do you think about Sale and the Sox?" I know that Sale pitches the Jays very, very well. And I'm on the Red Sox run line. Let's see, what did I get here? I didn't put it in here. I only bet it. Shit, I got to do that. I got to put that in on the show. I forgot I only bet these things. I got to put them in for the show picks. Point spreads. Red Sox. What's the best I can get? Pinnacle hanging a minus 126. See if anyone can beat that. The Greek, no. Oh yeah, sorry. What the hell's going on? Here, Greek hanging a 140. Wow, they're getting hammered there. Wow, looks like Pinnacle is hanging the best line. Let me see. Thank you for bringing that up, man. Shit. Oh no, Pinnacle just changed. Damn it. Oh, but Bet Online now hanging a minus 126. Let's see if that's a stale line. Bet Online minus 126. No, that is not a stale line, and I'm taking it. Bet Online. Our friends at Bet Online minus 1. Oh, the Heritage hanging a minus 125. Make sure that's not a stale line. Okay, I'm taking it. Wow. Okay, I'm on it. Minus. Oh no, that just changed. Heritage just changed. Jesus, he's changing fast, these lines. Okay, Bet Online minus 126. I'm taking it. Bet Online minus 126. I'm on it. Okay, shit. And then I need to get the line quickly. I got to get this line on the Royals. Run line minus 1.5. We'll break this game down in a second. I have the Royals minus 1.5. Oh man, that line dropped so fast when Abreu was announced out. Bookmaker hanging a plus 115. Heritage hanging a plus 115. Let's see if we can beat that by anyone. The Greek, can you beat it? Greek, no, 110. And 115 is the best I can get. Pretty much market wide. Okay. I'm on the Royals minus 1.5 plus 115. And let's bang that game out. All right, sorry, I missed you guys for a bit. My man Melee Payless Way on the Boston run line. with myself. King Rail saying, so what's the Cubs play? Man, I stayed off it. Yeah, people talking about both sides. Here's my man Tomor. This is great. Great Capper says, I think the Cubs have been undervalued on the road. They were good value in the Rocky series, but they've been overvalued at home, in my opinion. Anderson is good on the road, and you're getting plus 140. I agree. Todd Raymond says, why don't you listen to me? I crush totals over 8.5. Cubs Brewers. Wow. All right. Okay, so let's break this game down and then move on. Medicine H20 got it early at plus 140. Nice play, man. Hype Man says it's safer to take the first five Royals than minus 1.5. You know, it might be, Hype Man. It might be. Let's just get a quick look at what that is here. That might be worth adding on. First half Royals is a late game. I could bet it when the show is over. You know what? You're getting minus 135s, minus 130s. That's steep. Minus 126 at Bookmaker. Can anyone beat that? KC. No one can beat that. Let's check out our friends at Betmania. Betmania hanging on minus 130. Okay, yeah, you know what? I think the first five's a nice play. I just hope. Okay, well let's break it down and then decide if we're gonna add it in. Oh man, Parlay Poppy, I got Run Line Royals at plus 170. A value play from the Oracle Native Queen. Toronto score first at plus 145. Wow. Okay, let's break this down quickly. Oh, and Dan saying 2 to 3 solid picks a day. Went with the Royals game under, Celtics and Bucks over, and my buddy likes Cleveland over, but I don't. All right, Kevin K says it's better to double up on the Sox run line than to take Sox first five. Interesting. And Ulysses Hayes, my man Ulysses Hayes Peanut, my man Ulysses Hayes says Cubs will roll tonight. Okay, let's break this down. Game time, temp 68 Fahrenheit, wind blowing out softly over right field, 7 miles per hour. White Sox won their first 2 games of the season on the road at Kansas City. They've lost 16 of 19 since. Abreu sick, be out of the lineup tonight. Royals are a major league worst, 1-9 at home. It's concerning taking this Royals team on the run line. They're batting 192 with runners in scoring position. The reason why we're doing it is we think that Giolito's going to get touched. White Sox starters have been touched. They're 2-12 with a 6.11 ERA. Giolito being lit up so far this year, 0-3, 9.00 ERA, 1.85 WHIP. Listen at 9 Ks, 19 walks in 20 innings. He's coming off getting destroyed by the Astros on Saturday. Allowed 9 runs, 5 hits, 7 walks over 2 innings. Giolito faced the Royals this season on March 31st. Didn't look so bad. 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks in 6 innings. He's always pitched well against the Royals, 2.33 ERA career. But Junis is very good. He's the only one in this whole staff pitching well. And he's looked great, not just well. He's 3 of the team's 5 victories have come from Junis. 3-1, 2.03 ERA, 0.75 WHIP, 26 2/3, 20 Ks, 5 walks. His 0.75 WHIP ranks second in the American League among qualified pitchers, and his 5.06 hits per 9 is 5th in the league. White Sox are hitting 236 with a 705 OPS, and the Royals are hitting 237 with a 664 OPS. Man, they just have not hit with any power. Hopefully that will change with Sal Perez back in the lineup. Let's see. Brent Brooks says Junis is legit. Jake Bell says hedge it with the Royals team total under at plus 160. Oh, wow. That's a very, very interesting hedge, Jake. Parlay Poppy says Junis has not faced White Sox weak lineup. Don't think he has a problem dealing case all day with no Abreu in the lineup. I believe in under in the KC game, says Ulysses. And Rich Bank says, damn, Junis tearing it up. He certainly is. Let's take a quick look at what we get on the under. Full game under with Junis. Yeah. The total under here is we get for the White Sox, obviously, is under 3.5 at a plus line. A plus 106. You know, I think maybe you'd rather do that on the first 5. Here we go. Oh, and I need team totals first 5. Team totals first 5. Just give me full game. What am I doing wrong here? Team totals. All right. Half. Okay. Pinnacle's not giving me team totals first 5 unless I'm doing something wrong. I'm not very good with the Pinnacle site. I think that the White Sox team total under 3.5 is probably a decent play. Can we trust the Royals bullpen? Right away, Parlay Poppy says KC bullpen blows. I guess we can't. I'll stay with the Royals run line, but I think I'll also add in, like, man, who was telling me to do this play? Please remind me. And Kevin Case's Abreu's out is a big deal. I am going to jump on this. First 5 on the Royals. So let's see what I get. First 5 on the Royals. Pinnacle hanging a -125. Intertops, friend of the show, hanging a -125. See if I can beat that anywhere. The Greek, -130. Okay, let's hammer that -125 right now on the Royals. First half under at Intertops and Pinnacle. I'm taking it Royals. First 5 under -125. And that's the only bet I've made here that I haven't actually bet. So I'll have to remember to send that in, and I will. All right. It was me, Dan. My man, Dan. Says, it was me, Jimmy, under. Oh, and under full game. I'm just going to take this first 5, first 5 Royals. First 5 Kansas City Royals, -125. I like that play. All right. Okay, man. Well, that looks like we've handled all the baseball. Thank you guys so much for all your help. Michael L. Ferris saying Baltimore Orioles today. Thank you for joining us, Michael. Yes, I'm on the Orioles. And let's move on, man. Let's hit Medicine Age 20 saying KC team total over. I just can't trust their bats, but I feel you. Corey Jones coming in with his plays. KC and under. Indians and Baltimore. Nice. Nice plays. Muhammad Joma coming in saying Celtics +4.5 or money line tonight. Boston is a better team. A smart back is huge. Coaching advantage is massive as well. That's perfect. That's a perfect comment. Thank you, my man Muhammad, for us to start rocking this. Rich Banks got in early at +5. As you guys know, I have a lot on the series. Well, not a ton, to be honest with you. I have $400 on the Celtics to win the series at the beginning at -160. I put 1 unit on my official record here at -160. And then before game 5, I put 1 unit at -135 on the Celtics to win the series. I have a bet with Bobano, a great guy, great capper. SBR's Bobano. He said that he liked the Bucks at +125. I told him I'd give him +150. So I said I'd give you $150 if the Bucks win, and you just have to give me $100. I was going to put that $100 into weed, but I'm not. I'm going to put it into my action for the Kentucky Derby. I want to have at least $400 in my HPI bet account for the Derby that's coming up in 2 Saturdays. Not this Saturday, but the Saturday after that. And I couldn't be more pumped up. And Rich Banks says, we want you to beat Babano. We do. And I do, man. I want Babano's money. Man, it's a treat. It would be a treat to get Babano's money. And I was just, Zach had a good idea. He told me just to buy little things, every like a bag of chips here and there. And every time I buy something small, show the price and mention that I was using Babano's money for this. And that might be worth it. Hype Man 1030 says Babano is an NHL legend. He is a capping legend. Straight out of Hamilton, man. Straight out of the cobblestone downtown streets of Hamilton and Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton. Babano's a beast, and we love him. Jay Scum says, I just took the over in the Celtics game. The number is down because of game 5 when they were both trash offensively. But I think the pace will pick up tonight, and the numbers will go over. T-Lo, my man T-Lo in the house. Nice. Thank you for joining us. Says, we going to get paid out for that Celtics series tonight? I hope so. I hope so because my pay-in, pay-out with my local is on Fridays. 25% of what I'm up over 500, 25% of what I'm down over 500. And I don't know if you guys saw, but I went down $4,100 in the first 6 days of April after I had a big March. But even the end of March fell off. I was up $5,700 about the 20th of March, and then I only ended up being up $3,700 at the end of March. But then I just got destroyed for 6 days. I would like to use that money, so I'm hoping they do. My man Walter Trotter says, I love Ian, but Jimmy has a place in my heart. No homo. Walter Trotter, respect, man. You're family to me, man. And I can't wait to hang with you in Vegas, my man. Jim Rome's a douche says, buy Babano some more hair gel, win or lose. Win or lose. Muhammad Jama making a smaller play on the Celtics money line. Elio Rodriguez, my man, says, Jimmy, you're going to be the guy this year in Vegas, buddy. I just can't wait. All I want to do is hang out with you guys, man. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Also, Loshak and I are going to be doing our show live, and we'd love to do it with you guys. Maybe have you guys come up for a few minutes, just one after another. That sounds. Is that a good idea, Larry? I just thought of that now. Bring our cappers who are there. Come on for a couple minutes.
Unfortunately, I think we're not going to be there.
You're not going to be there.
We're not going to be
What?
there. But I don't know.
Larry, we're going to work on that. We're going to get you there, man. We need Larry in Vegas, man.
I think I have my bet.
Oh, you think? Okay.
I think I do, man.
Okay. Well, this is a good time because we're just about to hammer basketball. So let's just mention Ron Walsek saying Chris Archer's a big weed smoker. Still only has 2 pitches. There's no problem with smoking that greenery. Okay. Now, all right, everybody. And Teddy B, my man Teddy B, putting 500 on the Celtics, +5. Goddamn, I hope that hits. Joe D says, Jimmy, will you be posting Derby picks too? Not only that, Joe D, I'm going to do a Derby show, a full Derby show, as soon as they announce the post positions. Okay, everybody. Larry, come on, give it to the screen, man. Come on, give it to the camera. Give it to the camera. All right. The first ever and maybe annual Larry's pick of the day. Give it to them, Larry.
Okay, guys. Seeing that this guy's
talking to the mic.
I seen the guys having trouble with Cleveland all the season. So, following that and knowing that I know shit about sports.
Don't say that. Never say that.
I know a hell of a lot about sports.
Okay.
That's better.
That's better.
I think I'm taking the Indiana Pacers in the next game.
The Pacers to win the next game.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's not even happening tonight.
It's not. I know. It's happening tomorrow.
Oh, fuck.
But
okay, Larry's play of the day is not even today. Larry's play of the day is Pacers game 6. Pacers game 6. Pacers game 6. Oh my God, Pacers game 6. Okay. My man Teddy B says, Jimmy, Celtics live. You can probably get us. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. It really. Bill Butler doing a GoFundMe to get you a comb, Larry. But JK says Larry killing it.
Not gonna work. I've been battling with this shit for my whole life,
man. Okay, you guys. Loshak's job is safe. Larry doesn't pick a game today. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that Larry would come in for his play of the day and it would be a game tomorrow?
Nobody.
Larry keeps us guessing. Larry keeps us guessing. Okay.
Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow?
Okay. Okay, Zach Kenkel says Larry needs some blow. Okay, Ralph Jefferson says Larry a trip. Okay. Let's just talk about this Celtics-Bucks game. I think you guys are on the right. When does this game go off? If I was to add, I feel like I don't want to add. It's going off in 12 minutes. I don't want to add a play just because I don't want to compound losses. The importance of Marcus Smart on the defensive end is enormous. I talked about what Al Horford said. He said that Marcus Smart is the soul of our team. Just everything that he brings. Toughness, unselfishness, hard-nosed player. We fed off his energy. And then we talked about the coaching advantage that the Celtics have. Stevens replacing Baines with Ojale was a brilliant move. A great move. And Antetokounmpo struggled. 16 points, 10 shots. I haven't seen him struggle like that in 2 months. And when he would struggle like that, it was usually because of an ankle injury. It was very impressive. Kevin K says, wow, Clevenger just fucked me. Wow, 3-0 Mariners. 3-0 Mariners, and all those guys saying the over look like geniuses. Wow. Ulysses Hayes went with Milwaukee tonight. Beaver Wrinkle says, any Super Bowl picks, Larry? I can't believe. Oh, Grabica says, I'm with Larry on the play of tomorrow. That's what it's got to be. Larry's just got to come in and give us the play of tomorrow. Okay. Bill Butler says, don't trust Celtics on the road. They win game 7. Dave L.A. Fuck yeah, Dave L.A. says, Celtics money line, Bucks go fishing. My man Jeremy M. says, Celtics +4.5. I didn't want to, but I had to. Interesting. I didn't want to. Why didn't you want to, Jeremy? But I'm very happy you did. Christian Rivas. So Celtics plus money. I guess so. Ron Walsack taking the under on Jason Tatum. Man, I hate to say this, Ron Walsack, because I love you, pal, but I want that to lose. I want all our cappers to win, but if Tatum doesn't score over 14 points, I don't see how the Celtics win this game. YYC Bookie Killer. Seattle plus 100 at Heritage, looking good. Bookie Killer, Celtics live 6.5. Christian Rivas says, sounds like the under is a play. My man King Rail, very important to listen to King Rail when it comes to NBA, but listen to him all the time, but especially when it comes to NBA basketball. Bucks first quarter in play, and any team that gets down by 15 early, play the total mid-third. Interesting, very important. Let me say that again in case I messed it up. King Rail's on Bucks first quarter, and we're making an in-play bet on any team that gets down by 15 early. Any team that gets down by 15 early. Now, at the halftime, I went down and had a beer in Game 4. Went down to have a beer at Heritage, at 12 in the afternoon. And I got, they were offering plus 900, and I kept trying to get it on the machine, and they wouldn't give it to me. And they wouldn't give it to me until it was plus 700, and I only put $50 in. But it would have been a quick $400 American, or $350 obviously American, but for total that I wanted. Okay, Pasky. Larry's Day to Play. Title to a new segment. Thank you, Gate Pass. Okay. Ulysses Hayes. Okay, Kevin K. Chris Garza saying Clevenger is trash. Major key alert. Major key alert coming in saying, I think the Celtics have the Bucks number tonight. Safer to get the points. We'll see this number twice again. Last 2 games, Celtics coach has put the squad has the squad he wants. Bucks almost lost game 4. I'm taking the money line. Goddamn, I hope that hits. We have somebody else on the Michael L. Ferris on the Giannis total over prop. Searcy, my man Searcy on Celtics first half under. Chris Garza says, I don't know how Jimmy didn't play Mariners. Tribe can't hit lefties. You're right, and it's about time Paxton pitches well. He probably will tonight. I probably should have made that bet, and mistake. Probably a mistake. Smart. Major Keeler saying Smart going to be X Factor. I'll be careful with Greek point props. God, this sounds really good. Tomar says, I just think the key for Milwaukee is defense. They need to control the tempo and get in transition. Their half-court offense is garbage. Milwaukee plays much better defense at home. Buy Direct Sports Picks and Predictions wants to know who's going to win the 2020 Olympics, Larry. He'll get on that.
I think it's going to be...
Oh, Costa Rica. Costa Rica. Oh, no.
You're going to win it.
Oh, no. Gay Pass Key says Clevenger is fucking pink eye and calls him a dickweed. Isan Sofagar says, you know what? I'm taking Boston plus 10 in-game. That's a smart play. Wait for it. I guess so. It doesn't matter that the Queen's missed a couple plays. She's the Oracle, and we'll get them back immediately. And she's way, way, way up on her first inning plays so far this year. All right, so Celtics, seems like almost everybody's on the Celtics. Very, almost nobody's saying that they're on the Bucks, which makes me feel really good. My man George Antoine says, Jimmy, what do you think about total runs plus hits plus errors in first inning? Tampa Bay Rays at Baltimore Orioles over under 3.5. You know, a lot of people think the over is easy. A lot of people think the over is the play there, and I was afraid to make it. But a lot of people think runs, hits, errors will be over 3.5 in that first inning. A lot of people. And Mohammed saying, I really like the Celtics getting healthier and are due to win on the road by exerting their will. And my man Twatty Latte says, Jimmy fielding the Costa Rican hockey team. I wouldn't mind, man. I could mess with them. I could dominate that action. Bill Butler says, Bucks win, Celtics cover. All right. And Joe D and Rich Banks giving shouts out to Native Queen for her skills. Man, we love her. Twatty says Jimmy just put new rims on his gazebo. Parlay Poppy says Baltimore first 5, easy play of the day. Major Keeler says Celtics have to win on the road, and they can do it. Trunku says under is the play tonight. Okay, let's get to hockey because is that starting in 5 minutes? I hope I didn't screw that up. NHL is oh wait, is that? It says 6 o'clock. That's wrong here. It must be 8 o'clock. I'm guessing. Medicine H20 says, can't wait to get to Vegas, man. We can't wait to hang out with all you guys. We're going to have so much fun. Okay. Beaver Wrinkle says, what's the over on Bill Cosby's prison sentence? Over under. Right now, I would say I would say 8. No, because they won him. Yeah, I would say 8.5. I would say 8.5 years. I would say the over/under 8.5 years. Okay, let's get into NHL right now. 8.5 years. Bill Cosby over/under 8.5 years. Tell me what you guys think. Oh yeah, Rich Banks says Bill Cosby and Subway Jared sharing a cell together. Good. NHL starts in 5 minutes. All right, you guys know I have all these futures on the Penguins. I'm not going to make a bet on this play. I think the Pens have value even without Malkin and Hagelin, even without them. Now, the Capitals are missing who they're missing. Burakovsky. He really means very little. Ziggy Ball says small lean to the Bucks money line. But, you're not getting much value there. Seriously saying, tighten up, Jimmy. Let's move on. Okay, Capitals, will they finally step up and beat the Pens? I hope not. 1-9 all-time in playoff series against Pittsburgh. This seems like a more mature hockey team. They didn't care about winning the division, even though they did. They didn't, they didn't care. They were focused on being healthy and ready to play right now. They looked very good beating the Columbus Blue Jackets in that last 4 games. And I love what Ovechkin was saying. I read it out in the morning show. It was very mature and showing no fear. He said, it's just fun. That's why we work so hard all year to be in this position. It's a big challenge for us, especially against Pittsburgh. It's always a rivalry, always lots of attention to the series, and it's fun. One day it has to happen. We want to get success. We have to beat Pittsburgh and move forward. They're the most experienced team right now in the league. Lots of great players. It's a huge challenge. The question is, will Holtby continue to be the goalie that he's been in the playoffs? He looked terrible all year, and he played good, and his Achilles heel was playing on the road, and he looked great in the playoffs on the road. He's a 1.92 goals against average, 932 save percentage. He is capable of staying hot. It's great to see what Brent Brooks likes, as he's been just fire, straight fire. He says, somebody asked him a question, and Brent Brooks said both. Brent, who you on? Kevin K's on Vegas puck line at plus 200, worth a half unit. What are you getting? Oh, what, to win? What are you getting plus 200 on, Kevy? I'd love to know. Ulysses Hayes says Murray will show up. I would rather have Murray in goal than Holtby. And I know that Murray hasn't looked good this year, but he's been in these tough situations before. I really believe in this Penguin squad, even without Malkin and Hagelin. And, King Rail says Crosby will not go to jail. He's easy. They will let him stay at his own house. I think they're going to make a point here. King, I think they're going to make a point. But that's possible. I think that would just create more outrage. Just tons more outrage, King. But yeah, no, that's an interesting point. Alan Action says it's tough. Alan Action, who has received an email. Random winner and will be at IFBC, says it's tough to take the Pens without Malkin, but I think I'm going to put a small play on them as a dog. Pens definitely have the mental edge over the Caps. Tomore says, why does everyone believe in this Washington team just because they beat Columbus? They're the same team that hasn't been able to beat Pittsburgh in the past. Wow. Tomore says, I think Pittsburgh is a machine. Other than Crosby, no one player to me is critical. Brent Brooks says, Pens will be fine without Malkin. They're deep and Murray is still in net. Wow. I think they're going to be just fine. Sean Robertson says, first pick prediction. Clearly everybody says it's going to be Baker. He does seem like he can handle the heat, and the heat will come being the starting quarterback of the Browns. But I would go with Darnold. All right. So Crosby over his low-hanging fruit, says Zigzag Man. Medicine Age 20 says, I took Vegas first period minus a half at plus 160. That's an interesting play. And, okay. Well, let's break down this last hockey game of the night, and then we're good to go. Oh, Brent Brooks said, did y'all see the Philly series? Pens dropped 7 and 8, no sweat. Muhammad Jomah says, remember Boston, 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 or Caps, Caps, Caps. Tonight it's Pens, Pens, Pens. Vegas, Vegas, Vegas. I don't know how big of a mismatch the Knights have in speed without Thornton in the lineup. Thornton is slow. We know he's slow. I don't know. Ulysses Hayes is on Vegas, Vegas, Vegas money line. Both teams are going to be rusty. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to see. Vegas hasn't played in 9 days. Sharks haven't played in 8 days. Vegas won the season series with the Sharks, 3-0-1, but 2 of those games were in overtime. One was just 1 goal. Both goalies are playing extremely well. Martin Jones allowed 4 goals in that series against the Ducks with a .970 save percentage, only to be outdone by Marc-Andre Fleury, 0.65 goals against average, .977 save percentage. Joe Thornton will not be available. Kane has looked very good with Pavelski and Donskoy. Breaking down the team's rosters as I did today, which I've done before, but did a little more today again. The Knights' offense, the Knights' forwards can match up with the Sharks' forwards, no problem. I just think the big difference in this series is Brent Burns. Now, the Knights just swept a team with a Norris Trophy winner on the back end in Doughty and the Kings, so I'm not sure exactly what we're going to see. But I do think that Brent Burns is a huge advantage for the Sharks. The Sharks were an okay road team. The Knights were a great home team. Let's see. Tomor says, Sean, everyone was on the Pens in Game 6 against Philadelphia, too. Adam Jansen saying both games will go to OT. That could be a huge, huge payout, even if just one does. Joe D says Pens are not Columbus. Wow. And Caps will figure that out real soon. Wow. Kevin K says, Brent, that's why over 6 is the play. Brent Brooks says, and Columbus still won the first 2 in Washington. Wow. Ulysses Hayes says, Columbus was a young and experienced team. Wow, Medicine H20 says, Jimmy the Bag, I hedged it with first period under. Do you think that was a good move? Let's see here. I'm a little behind. Sorry, Medicine H20, what are you hedging it with? Please let me know. Tomo, okay. Ziggy Balls coming in and says, my pick Sharks Vegas under 5. Long layoff for both teams. You know, when there's a long layoff, I feel like... When there's a long layoff, I feel like that adds to the volatility. I feel like there might be more goals. More goals. So, JR3 Inc. says, Jimmy, any picks on the NBA today? I don't. I have too much riding on the Celtics in this series that I'm not going to compound losses here. Sean Robertson says, Skooma Steve is on Caps regulation and Vegas puck line. Ooh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. And Brent Brooks, who has been a monster. And what a relief it is to see that Brent Brooks is on Pittsburgh. Says, Brent, I just don't think Washington is that good. And they aren't that good. They just aren't that good. And we've seen that. We've seen that all year. And the Pens were an absolute mess when Murray got hurt in the beginning of the year. Remember, they tried Niemi. He had a save percentage under 8. They were just getting destroyed. They were losing games on the road by 5-6 goals. They would have easily won the division if that hadn't happened. And Murray was getting hurt all season long. And that's the big worry when you're taking the Pens throughout this playoffs, is if Murray stays healthy. Brent Brooks says, I have Pens money line. Pens team total over 2.5. Vegas money line. Vegas team total over 2.5. Wow, those are great plays. Those are great plays. My man Scotty Rock Forever says, work has been getting in the way all day. When will they understand that this show is more important to me than my 40-hour paycheck? Respect, Scotty Rock Forever. We love you here. King Rail says, no one will be watching NBA tonight. Everyone watching the draft. And sweet, man. Fleury has playoff experience is the last thing from Ulysses Hayes. Zach Kenkel, first period under 1.5 for $500. Wow, and that I'm sure that's the Vegas one. CC Fitness, my man CC Fitness says, I'm on Sharks team total over 2.5. Also on Sharks to win the series. Wow. Q Wilson says, Bag, who is the last NHL team to three-peat? Good question. I believe that would have been the Edmonton Oilers. I believe Detroit won 3 cups in 4 years. So I believe the Oilers in, 85, 86... 87, right? Because they lost 1 year. So I believe the Oilers. Somebody else maybe needs to come in and... right? Because the Oilers won 4 in 5 years. So it has to be them. They won 3 straight? Yeah, right? Yeah, I believe it's the Oilers. Okay, you guys. Well, we're about now finding out exactly who's going to be drafted number 1 overall. And... oh, and my man King Rail giving me a shout out. Thank you guys. You know, we miss Loshak. He's just absolutely, he's the heart and soul of SBR and a legend. And I'm honored to sit beside him. So Pete, please get better. But you guys, thank you all so much. So much for being a part of this. You guys the cap does, it means, the chat means so much to Pete and I, and it really does. I was very depressed this morning. I'm not entirely sure exactly why. I've had 2 losing nights in a row, not huge losing nights, but losing nights, and I was really depressed when I came in, and getting to hang with you guys picked me up immediately and instantly. And I know I've met just so few of you, the guys I met in Toronto, and it's wild that all these guys that I haven't met mean so much to me, but you all become such close friends, and I care about you guys all so much, and I can't wait to hang out in Vegas. Closing up shop here, Larry gave the play of the day, and it's for a game tomorrow. Larry is on the Pacers to win Game 6. You guys, much love. Let's get this cash. Let's make this bank. And Leche, Alos Bookmakers. We'll just do a quick run through of all my plays here. I'm staying off the NBA because I have all the futures in the Celtics. I'm staying off Sharks Golden Knights. I want to watch Game 1 and bet holistically. I'm staying off the Pens Capitals right now because I have a ton on the Pens futures. And then with games going on today, I have the Dylan Bundy and the Orioles at -116 on the full game money line. I have the Red Sox run line -1.5 at -126. I stayed off the Brewers Cubs game. And I have the Royals, 2 bets on them, -1.5 at +115, and the first 5 -125. Thank you guys all so much, man. Get that cash tonight, get that paper, and we will see you tomorrow morning, and I can't wait to see you guys again. Good luck. Get paid.